What's up, everybody? It's the Pirate Stacker coming at you late night from the car. I have been really busy, which I'm grateful for. Being in construction, you work when you got work, and that's been fantastic. Always have lots to pay for. It keeps me, busy all the time. But I've been so busy and I haven't had a lot going on to report to you guys. But I felt impressed that tonight I would have a chat from the truck. I'm actually in there working late, and I was just like listening to some of the Senate hearings and different things of that nature. And I thought I'd just come chat about it. And truthfully, there's a lot going on right now in our country. And so this is late night with the pirate, just a little chat, you and I, just for fun. And let's just dive right in. Obviously, the Trump and Doge thing, they're cleaning house. Literally any senator, any House of Representatives, any congressman that's out there trying to defend these non-government organizations, these NGOs, or even these government organizations, if you're trying to defend the ridiculous spending by attacking the people that are trying to investigate and clear it up, you're target number one. I don't know who doesn't understand that. I don't know if the people that kicked them down money or paid them off, I don't know if it's that they're afraid they're going to get caught, or the people are saying, hey, go protect me and my theft of whatever. I don't know where it's coming from, but target number one to me are all those corrupt Congress people that are out screaming and throwing a fit. Yes, the people love seeing corruption and theft exposed. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, Democrat or Republican. We love seeing where all this tax money goes. We love it. And when we hear about how awful it is where this money's going, we love seeing that spigot get shut off. And I don't think this is a one side or the other deal. So fantastic. Of course, President, and it was kind of interesting. Elon's there with his kid in the Oval Office with President Trump, and they're just talking. And people are like, well, what about this? And they say you're that. And they answer every question. And again, I think this goes back to, if you're not lying, if you've got nothing to hide, you can answer honestly. You can be on the spot and answer any question off the top of your head when you're telling the truth. And I think that's very telling of what we see happening right now. So super excited. I love seeing the meltdowns. Love it. I love seeing all the people freak out and regurgitate all the talking points that the senators are spitting out. There's a couple of people that have been chasing down your Maxine Waters and all those people saying, hey, why are you after these guys for finding the truth? Why are you guys? And of course they don't answer. Like, they get on TV, they have their big sound bites, rah, rah, rah. Elon's not even American. It's illegal. It's this, it's that. Jerry Nadler, all these guys. But when you get them outside of that and you put them on the spot, they are dead silent. In fact, they walk like they are scared to death that you're even asking them a question. And I just think that is very, very telling of what they represent and who they represent, because it certainly isn't the American people. Moving on from that, I'm just going to cover a few points. I just want to jump on, say hi to you guys. Gold, over $2,900 an ounce. Silver, over $32 an ounce. Fantastic. I mean, they're up. Will they continue to go up? The world's in chaos. We could very well end up in war come the weekend with Hamas and that whole hostage situation, depending on who steps up to back whomever. If you're talking about unrest, there's a lot of it. So am I shocked gold and silver are up? I'm not shocked. There's a lot of uncertainty, even though we've got Trump here doing good things. There's a lot of uncertainty the world over, and there's a lot going on and a lot happening, and gold and silver being up is a stability thing. Now, on the flip side of that, I have heard several dealers talk about the fact that they can't sell silver to save their life. I think it was right here local. Oh, I love shouting them out because they're fantastic. They're over on the West Coast here in Florida. I think they're one of the best shops. Anyway, they were just saying they are refining 90% of their silver that they take in. They're taking in loads, and they're just sending it straight to the refineries. They don't have anyone to buy it. So, if people aren't buying silver and it gets refined into an industrial usage, I would say, you know, why aren't people buying? Is everybody broke? I think maybe. I think there's a lot of us that are broke. You know, I'm not buying. Silver and gold are virtually all-time highs right now. They're not. I mean, gold is an all-time high. Silver's obviously not, but it's as high as it's been in a minute. You know, I think a lot of people are kind of waiting for that to come back down to be able to get more if you've got money sitting in the side. I think a lot of people are investing in cryptos and stocks and other assets. And don't forget prepping. I mean, prepping's a real thing. Right now, I just mentioned a half a dozen uncertain things in the world. Being prepared should be at the top of everybody's agenda. So don't forget that. Make sure you've got, you know, if you got 6 months worth of food storage, get 9. If you've got 9, get a year. If you've got none, get a month. You know, like, start doing this stuff. First aid, water, food. Those are just the initial things. You know, medicines and barter things and tools and all of that stuff is very important, and more important than silver and gold in the lean times. So make sure you're prepared. But yeah, silver and gold's up. There aren't enough people buying. There's more around, more selling than buying. That's what I'm hearing. If you're hearing different, tell me about it where you are. But you know, I'm in a similar situation. I have a million other places to put that money. Right now, I'm not getting a lot of bang for my buck out of anything. So it's not just silver or gold, it's food, it's everything. Now, gas has come down since Trump's been in office, about 25 cents a gallon recently. That's nice. I look forward to that continuing downward. That'll be fantastic. I guess we'll see. I'm looking forward. It's springtime. I hit up Dwayne, my plant guy, and I was like, hey, I need a mango tree. I'm still in this house. My trees are starting to blossom, and as long as I'm here, I'd rather put my money into something like that, a mango tree that's going to provide fruit for my family moving forward. And if I end up selling the house, then, you know, hopefully whoever gets it will appreciate a Glen mango, a delicious Glen mango. Anyway, moving on. You know, there's just so much right now. I feel like every day we're getting information, just a wealth of information. You know, it went from being the most secretive, quiet administration to the most open and honest and working in overdrive administration. Do I love everything? I don't love everything, but I love 95% of what's happening. I think it's positive for America. That's big, you know. It's nice to feel like we're headed in the right direction, and feel like our interests are at heart, are being, you know, our interests are being looked out for, which I don't feel like it's been that way for a long time. What else do we got? Oh, shout out to Yankee Stacking. I don't watch a lot of videos of the bigger channels, but he had one and was talking about the goldbacks. And I thought it was a very well done video. He was with a dealer that was talking about it. And I hadn't even put goldbacks in the category. And Yankee came out and said, you know, as a stacker, its premiums are a little high for my like. And I get that. As stackers, people that are in the know, we look for low premium silver and gold. And then we think, you know, in a disaster situation, we can always use silver or gold to buy our way out. But the store owner in his video, I'll put a link to the video in down below in my comments and in my description. It's worth a watch. The store owner just mentioned, he was like, you know, here's what I do like about goldbacks. I do like that they've created a use case and an alternative currency to what we currently have. And by doing that, you now have a tradable, barterable dollar in a goldback that's worth X amount of money, that is backed by a percentage of gold. And you've now, even though the, you know, it's got a high, what is it? It's got a high fee on it, right? It does give you the ability to break down an ounce of gold into a whole bunch of goldbacks. And that does give you a transactional currency that you can now make loads of small deals, loads of barters. Now, of course, you've got to have a community and know the people that accept it, but that's getting built. You know, the states that have them already have people in place. And I had mentioned this before. Anything happens, anything goes down, I'm going to be looking for those people that accept the goldback. Because I know that those are my people. They are like-minded to myself. And immediately we're operating on a legitimate currency that is already recognized. So I do really like that aspect. And he brought that up, which I thought was a very good point to the goldbacks. Yes, the premium is super high. But at the same time, if you have a stack, it doesn't hurt to put a few aside. It may give you options. You know, again, as a prepper, I like options. Yes, I can go trade my Mercury dimes with somebody that recognizes Mercury dimes. But if it's a business that already recognizes and deals in goldbacks, that's going to make that transaction that much easier. Now, does it have other issues? Yes. Is the internet up and running? Is it this? Is it that? Can you just come upon an agreed amount? I mean, there's a lot of variables, clearly. But I just like the idea that it was fractional enough, and it comes in half gold back, 1 gold back, 2 gold back, 5 gold back, 10 gold back, 20 gold back, 50 gold back, 100 gold back denominations, to where you can have, you know, the actual currencies you need to make a deal and go through. So whether you're buying a chunk of a cow or a service or whatever it is, you can actually deal them the proper money and not have to hassle with pulling copper out of your butt or whatever you got to do. All right, that's it. I didn't want this to even go this long. I just wanted to call and rant a little talk from the car. I do have some cool things coming up. Thank you for watching. Shout out to everybody that keeps sending me messages and saying hi. I appreciate all of you guys. I'm going to leave this for now. We'll see you next time real soon. I won't let it be so long. But that's it for now. Pirate out. Arg.